What's going on, everybody? Brett here, and I'm back today playing some more Battle Brothers. It's the Warriors of the North DLC. Picking up where we left off last time, we were coming here to defend the town of Finsterwald from another undead siege. And we're going to get paid a serious stack of money for doing this. Off camera, guys, I went ahead and I was like right here, I think at the end of the last episode, I saw some footprints going up, and you'll see here they are. So I was like, you know what, I'll chase these and just kind of see what it is while, before I get off and stop recording. And I came across this little place right here. So today, during the day, I had some free time and I thought, you know what, let's go and see what's in here. I took the fight and it turns out it was a pretty good fight. Once again, I hate not getting these types of things on camera, but it's not really essential to the kind of story we're trying to drive forward right now. It's just yet another battle. This time, however, it was like 10 or so fallen heroes with a necromancer and about 7 or so Wiedergangers. So it was a pretty intense fight. You can see here we got a bunch of their armor and helmets, a bunch of weapons, fighting axes and flails and winged maces. But the best thing that we picked up from that fight was the shield that's currently on John Wolfrider, and it's the Battle-Forged Bastion, a finely crafted heater shield made almost entirely out of metal, heavy and durable, yet lighter than it looks. The craftsman who made this must have truly been a master of his trade. So it's a heater shield. You compare it to a standard heater shield. Actually, this is not a standard heater shield, but I think it has similar stats, minus durability, that is. But it's got heavy durability, more durability than a kite shield, which has 48. It's got 25 melee defense, which is a lot. And unlike the kite shields, which have 25 range defense, it has 19, but that's still much higher than a standard heater shield. And it's also a little bit heavy, but not that heavy. So it's a great shield, and I'm happy to have it. And we finally have unique shields on every brother. And like I said, it was a good fight. I wish I could have got it on camera, but sadly I did not. And but that's okay, because I think the main thing right now is that we need to defend this town here. A guard was caught trying to desert. He's on his knees while the lieutenant of the guards marches back and forth with disappointed appraisal. We can't spare a man, and you choose to do this to us? One of the townsmen throws a clop of mud which sails wide, but the intention is clear. Bury him alive, one less mouth to feed. Just as the peasants start to get rowdy, the town bell starts bonging. A man atop one of the watchtowers shouts as hard as he can. They're coming, the undead! They're on the horizon! The lieutenant looks down at the deserter. You want to earn back your honor, do it now. Will you fight? The man quickly nods. The lieutenant turns to you, but you put a hand up. You need not ask the Jarls of Jorvik such questions. Defend the town. And let's try and hurry up and get in there and defeat this undead horde. It's a plethora of ancient legionnaires, which we are well versed in fighting by now. That should not be a problem for us. 14 of them. Still not to be underestimated. We've got all crossbows essentially in the back line, heavily armored. Crossbows being more effective versus the ancient dead than they used to be, and just going light on the archers. I have some decisions to make. I actually think I'm going to sit still once again, because what happens is they move forward and they don't shield wall on this one crucial turn, and that allows us to jump in and get at least one attack off with everyone in the front line. So let's see how they move. The only real unknown factor here is how the militia will kind of interfere with our plans. And I think they only have one veteran. This guy might be a veteran? No. Yeah, they only have one real veteran. And the rest are just scrubs who will probably end up messing us up. But this is the turn. So they've jumped in. They have no shield wall active. And we can probably just jump in and smash some of these dudes with guys like Svarog and Gimli. Isaac as well. We'll just try and weaken the armor on some of them. And as long as they don't get in my way, we'll be fine. Okay. Well, let's take an angle here. That way we have line shots available. Good damage. And our best bet, honestly, is just to use our pole arms. We've got all these ridiculous bill hooks and pole hammers now. If we hit him, we'll knock him back, which is great. Man, how about that last episode, guys? How much, like, ridiculous loot we were able to get. It's honestly crazy. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I leave an appropriate amount of space. Get our military cleaver out. We'll go for him. So we're somewhat vulnerable to all of these different polearm weapons in the back. But fortunately for us, it's all going to be on our stronger brothers, who have a lot of shields. And I think we'll weather this just fine. We might have a little... Did they just take that kill from me? I think they did. We still get the loot though, which is mostly what I care about. Go for the line shot. That's perfect. Perfect. 58 versus 58. Very good. Very good. And we'll wait here. Now let's get Isaac in the back line, start terrorizing them. We can almost one-shot them. If that thing just had a little bit more damage on it. It's honestly one of the least powerful, unique weapons I've ever seen. Oh, and they killed that poor militiaman. Good surround here. We should be able to get him with Hans. Before he gets a chance... No, we missed. Before he gets a chance to shield wall, which is of course what he's going to do. And all of these whiffs are great. That hurt a little bit, but he hit us in the head. And that sick new Lindworm armor. If you look at it, you can see the scales down the back. And you can see, like, the claws kind of strapped aside the face. Very sweet design. Kudos to whoever, like, made that armor for the game. We'll step in. Oh, nice. We still have another attack. Okay. That would have been a kill if we had landed it. Perfect. So everyone is pretty much engaged. We're going to be able to wrap them up completely, and then it'll just be these two ancient legionnaires up here killing these militiamen that we have to worry about. As long as you don't take my kill. He went for the shield and didn't even finish it. That sucks. Okay. Let's get the easy kill and then the reset. Another easy kill, another easy kill. Perfect. And we'll wait here because we can jump in, smash, and yeah. Now we know that we need to move to the top. We can send some of these guys down, but the rest we need to send up here. And they'll probably go for them just because they're squishier targets, and that's just how the AI works. There we are. Probably could have used Hans's throwing axes if we wanted to. Do we have any movement left? We have a little bit. Let's go up. Go down. And remember, we still have more fights after this, so I'm going to definitely be checking our armor and doing a quick like checkup before the next battle. That's kind of annoying. Alright, the shield goes down. That should be easy pickings for us. Getting in a position. We're going to step in here and just go ahead and cut him off. Expect him to die. So we're going to get paid quite a bit to do this contract. And just like last time, I mean, all the loot that we made off of these ancient dead weapons was pretty awesome. But it's just not like it's not thematically what I want to be doing right now. I would love to be headed towards the witch's hut, but we spent a lot of crowns getting that ridiculous bill hooks and that hammer at the end of the last episode. Like if you look at Lancel's hammer, he's got that new one, and then we've got the 2 sweet bill hooks. So we need to take care of our finances a bit in this episode, and this is certainly part of it. We'll probably make about 15k. Minus whatever awesome loot we have. I have some of those big pieces of armor right now repairing. The ones that I got from that off-screen Undead fight. Nice. Because when we do get to sell them, they're going to be worth a fortune. Alright, and Isaac actually levels up. That's cool. Take all of that, even though our inventory is mostly full right now. You've taken the day, but the undead made you pay for it dearly. While some citizens agree to help the militia, helping replenish its numbers, an equal number keep their distance and prepare for the worst. A victory nonetheless. I feel like letting them die really does affect how many militiamen help us. So like if we had saved them all, we might have gotten an event where like tons of militia join the cause. And then by the end of it, we could potentially like snowball into... Ooh, here's some undead coming, it looks like. We could snowball into like a huge militia army helping us. Nice, we made it up to 90. Very good. Let's get him up to 60 resolve. And we'll get him up to 80 fatigue. Perfect. And I think if we do a quick check of our gear, because I know some of us took some heavy hits in that undead fight, but I think I moved most of them out. And I want to find a place for Behemoth, probably over Lancel for now. And I want to get John in there too. And Skeeb also. Let's see what the next horde looks like. Okay, they're right on us already. You find Sir Muldoon Orcsbane washing strings of grey innards out from behind his ears. Mama always said, get behind your ears, but I don't think she foresaw this mess. You tell him a good mother foresees all. The man laughs and nods. Yeah, she just yelled at me and asked where I got that mess from. Just then, one of the watchmen along the tower calls out that the undead are attacking again. You turn to the sellsword. Well, time to get ourselves dirty again. Defend the town. And it's another plethora of ancient legionnaires. Oh my gosh. It would be nice if they changed it up a little bit. But we know what to do. Just another 15 of these. It's almost an identical fight. But the militia are going to get themselves killed instead of chilling and waiting for me to clean up. Everyone passes. We can do this quickly. We know what we've got. And now we have the kind of AoE damage that comes from having Behemoth's weapon. He was someone who took a ton of damage in that fight. And I had to pull him out. Getting him some better gear should be a priority for us. As cool as he looks, I think it's about time we get him in maybe like some full plate. With a full helm. We could paint him black. That would be pretty sweet. Alright, and we'll aim at the legionnaires who don't have shields so that we can soften them up. Since we can't attack anyway, step in that direction. Good hit. Didn't mean to reload there. I think I just kind of messed up. And then I switched, which I could have kept my thing in shot, but that's okay. We are good. Step in here. Gotta remember what I'm doing. So then I get my pole hammer. Step here. Same strategy as last time. And we'll put him here. My mouse is acting up. I might need to check the battery real quick. Take a shot. Knocks him back. He didn't move, so that tells me there's someone behind him in the bushes. Okay. Let's make sure we can get in there. Step in here. Step in there, and I should be able to get this kill for us. And I absolutely am. Move him one step back. And maybe he won't be able to attack us next turn. He probably will, though. All in all, a great turn for us. And he's going to fill the gap for us. At least he's a veteran, but he's not even wearing a helmet. So we can shoot, switch. If we had switched, we wouldn't have been able to attack anyway, so there's no negative here. And let's go for the launch shot, and we nail him. Start poking holes. Very good. God, I love that weapon. And we'll come over here, kind of extend our line a little bit. Standing here, we wouldn't have been able to get any attacks unless they jumped in. We'll come here. Alright. Very good, man. Those bill hooks do so much damage. I want to say it's not this one, it's the other one that just does an absurd amount. Damn veteran. Alright. Bone plating eating some of these hits for us. Oh, dude. You should have finished basic training, man. You would have known. You would have known how bad that move is. And we're going to step in here with Folkir. Step in there with Isaac. And just give the AI maximum number of targets to try and engage. Give ourselves the best possible surrounds. Our brothers are heavily armored. There's little to no detriment whatsoever for getting someone like Folkir in when he's wearing that much armor. And their archers are kind of tagging people. That's okay. 30% chance to hit. Okay, swing and a miss. Very good. If we had gotten that hit, that would have been sweet. But I wasn't really banking on it. I feel like we're going to miss a lot of these. 51. It's unfortunate because there's 2 here and 2 here, so they're getting a pretty strong bonus from their shield wall. We can always pull the stats out for you statisticians. Well, that's a hard word for me to say. It's probably because I'm Southern. Nice. Oh my God. Gimli, you're a beautiful man. You're a beautiful, evil man. Almost. So this is going pretty quick, even compared to the last fight. The formula, we have it down. There's no priests or anything making this a kind of a muddled battle. Just going toe-to-toe with Legionnaires and winning. What are their chances to hit? terrible. They just don't do any damage, even if they do hit. Why would you do that? Thanks for nothing. Okay, cool, cool. We're almost done. See if we can get up here, get this guy in a surround so we have some kind of chance to hit him through that tower shield. Double whiff. Alright, maybe one more hit and he's gone. I don't know how many of you guys remember like Dave Chappelle skits from the Chappelle show. But every time I say whiff, all I can hear is his stupid I plead the fifth skit. Where he does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. I know when I was a kid that was like the funniest thing ever. Should have been watching that as a kid, and yet I did. Somehow. He's gonna hit me in the back. I'm just waiting for it. The AI just cannot not shoot. Next thing you know, Sir Mudun gets pegged in the back of the head by some dude with a short bow. Alright, the surround is pretty real right now. 42, down they go. Alright. Gimli gets a level, and so does Folkir. Great. And our inventory is super full. Okay, one tool we can't do anything with. I'm not going to bother repairing the broken stuff. These shields are not worth very much. I don't think these are either. But these helmets are worth quite a bit, so we'll take those. We have room for 2 more things. I guess we'll just take those. Okay, the battle has been won, but not without losses. A few citizens of Finsterwald sign up to help defend the town, while others yet pack their things to leave. So it's at least daytime now. And let's see what the prices are to sell things, because we might actually... It's probably beneficial for us to sell whatever we can right now. Where's the bear hat? Where'd you go? 12. That's gross. Let's sell the shields. Sell the cheapest stuff. Make room for the more expensive stuff that we know we're going to pick up in this upcoming battle. Like, we just know there's going to be a battle, so we should just go ahead. Okay. They do have a taxidermist here. We can make some room. Craft those. Alright. That's going to make a little extra room for us. Didn't mean to do that. And now we're waiting on what should be the third and final attack. Oh, we see them here. You stand at the walls of Finsterwald and look across the horizon. Another attack is coming, but there's no excitement in facing it. No screaming, no hysterics, not anymore. It simply comes, a bulbous, shuffling, ill-shapen army of corpses, bubbling and trundling forth, asking for yet another lancing. You order the Jarls of Jorvik to prepare themselves. Skeeve the Younger incredulously opens his arms, half his body caked in the sopping remains of Undead torn asunder. Sir, I think we got it. The men laugh and laugh, the militia joining in, and soon the hilarity fills the air, in part joined by the groaning of an increasingly close undead. Madness made legion. Defend the town. Okay. Before we do that, we do have some levels. Folkir. Oh, this is Folkir's 11th level. Ooh, very important. Okay, and he is our witch hunter. It's a big deal. I wanted to make sure that he had some cool, like, witch huntery type talents. And Relentless is a new perk. But I don't think it's very good. I don't even honestly think I know which build it would be really good in. I don't know where it would shine. I kind of wanted to get him resilient. And perhaps something else. Headhunter might be fitting for a witch hunter. Crippling Strike's Executioner sounds kind of fitting. Fortified Mind I think would be awesome, but it's almost a wasted talent on him, considering that the only time anyone would try and mind control him, he would get a plus 20 resolve against it. So, yeah, that doesn't seem to be very likely. And Rotation is such a great skill. I think I'm going to grab Rotation here, and then I think I'm also going to grab Headhunter. And I think those are pretty cool. He's a kind of different brother. He's got 9 lives, he's got fast adaptation. Rotation is going to make him useful in a lot of different scenarios to save brothers or whatever the case may be, just to try and get other brothers out of harm's way. His stats have ended up not being super great offensively. Good fatigue though, meaning he can wear this really heavy armor. And in time we'll probably get better, lighter armor on him. Have to continue taking fatigue. Honestly, could consider not taking any more points in melee skill. 95 is, in my experience, pretty dang high. Get him a little bit more resolve. Maybe take 1 in melee defense. Just because that's where most of the threat comes from. Would love to give him some range defense as well. But with 100 HP and Battle Forged, they'd have to really pierce his armor. And even then, he would still have a huge, well of HP to draw from. So I'm not really all that scared about that. Now we have an Honor Guard and Ancient Priest. But it's still only 15 of them. So a little bit trickier, but not so much. We could consider going a bit wider in the front line, perhaps. Pulling out someone like Zac, but we want the banner in case of Horrify shenanigans. Could pull out Leisure Side and Ragnar and put in, like, perhaps Lancel and Skeeb. Well, let's try it. Gotta shake it up somehow, Just go with a wider front line. Who else do we have potentially? John D's almost level 11 as well. And we could finally start using him as intended, as a ninja character. This bow is just so weak, we may have to change that. But everything else is fine. I was just trying to see if any one of these 3 was near leveling. Lancel's definitely better versus the Ancient Dead, so we'll pull him in. Call that good. The only thing I don't like about this is they're going to be far away from the influence of the banner, but we might be able to smash down their group quite quickly with such a wide front line, and then envelop them is kind of my idea. I mean, we could even go with like a full front line if we really wanted to, and just go super wide. So these dudes are going to mess up our engagement. So we're going to step here, switch. Step here. Let's just pass and see where they go. These guys stepping in front of us, I mean, if they take the brunt of like the poison cloud, we'll know that we can form up around it. But then we have to ask ourselves, is it more beneficial? See, and they moved in and shield walled. That's what's rough. Because they had a target, they only moved so far, which meant they had enough action points to move in and shield wall. We want him to drop a poison cloud, maybe on top of Zac. And we're going to move in. Take some shots on the back line. 67. We're going to try and go around where we can. We'll put Gimli in there. He's a good dude. Down goes the armor. for that Lich Priest. Not so tough without it. It's hard to know where exactly we should move because the cloud hasn't come down yet. This guy is dead. I mean, he's dead 100%. If we can kill him quickly, we can go around the backside. And it looks like he used his turn to move back into position. And I hope they keep sniping him. They might let us kill him with crossbows. Although I guess we only have one crossbow out now. Go for the 46%. Nice. That really frees us up. We're going to tie these guys down, partially also because we can just get a nice line shot on them. This dude is in over his head. Alright, those are some pretty rough misses. Got to start making dents. Just like that. Very good. And we'll keep the throwing weapons out for now. They're giving us some reach. And Skeeb can come and continue the leapfrog. That shield wall is probably keeping him alive, but this guy's got no such protection. He went for the Horrify. Did not work on us. Okay, down goes the Axeman. And there's probably going to be quite a few dead dudes this turn. The Honor Guard is going in on Behemoth. But Skeeb will be there in a second to help him out. And we might even be able to get a long shot, line shot and kill the Priest. This could end up being really good for us, this position here. Now he's got his shield wall up and a tower shield, and he's an Honor Guard. So, I mean, he's not going to be easy to kill. Wow. Line shot. Dang. So much armor. 24 versus 29. Now we step in here. I don't know if these guys are polearm masters. You'd have to look like in the wiki essentially and see. So I don't, there you go. Peace out. So I don't know, I basically say that because I don't know whether or not getting up next to them makes it so that they suffer the penalties of trying to hit someone like Gimli. Let's say if this guy was trying to hit Gimli. I would assume they're probably polearm masters, because otherwise that just might be a little bit too weak. You're dead. You're dead as hell. Nice. That's enough of that. We can get our cleaver out. And that hurt. Unfortunately, that big fur doesn't provide us any protection against those types of pointy instruments. We're going to go for another line shot here. It'll probably kill him. There's a lot of crowns to be made for us when we return. Oh no. Wiederganger Militia Veteran. Awesome. Just don't shoot me in the back, homies. I actually don't want to get this kill because it's going to mess up my line shot, which I'm doing right now. We'd have lost a lot of DPS. But now it would be great to be able to get that kill. 78 we missed. Dang it. Very good. Only a few left. Most dangerous dude on the battlefield is this honor guard. Make sure that dude doesn't hit us with that axe. Put a little damage on the honor guard. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. Oh, and he goes down like a punk. But we need to be very aware that Zach has low armor, and we're going to pull him back. Out of range of everyone. He's got nimble, so I mean his HP is almost as good of a resource as is armor. But not quite. We can still step here and attack. At least that's a stack of overwhelm. Step in. Nice. Folk gear has a pole arm as well, or a pole hammer. Pretty good. And we save that space so that Isaac could step in. Everyone else will just patiently wait on the outside while we circle beat the hell out of that one ancient dead for really standard loot. Pick that up, and if there's anything that's broken in our inventory completely, we'll dump it, or even one of these shields. Done. This has got to be worth... No, it's not. It's really not worth a lot at all. Okay. So that should be it. The battle is over. Among the dead are peasants and militiamen, each attended by survivors who've come to cloak the bodies with sobbing silhouettes. As for the dead undead, well, nobody cares. Those bodies lay as though they came with no purpose, and yet departed with thorough destruction of whatever they touched. The sight of their corpses and the chaotic nothingness that they represent is infuriating. Not wanting to be around a second longer, you inform the men to get ready to return to Count Caspar von Harken. We did it. Okay. Yeah, just right back down to Strasbourg. We're going to make a nice little sum of money. Should be pretty favorable prices here for us. If not, we can always travel to Dornan. Count Caspar von Harken is found on his balcony. You join him, though guards stand very nearby, eyeing you carefully. Look, dude, if we wanted to take you out, can't stop us. The man waves his arm to the town which lies beneath him. I know you did not save this town directly, but in a way, I think you did. Stopping the undead anywhere is as good as stopping them here, would you agree? The man punctuates the question with a satchel of 5,690 crowns. You take the pay and nod. He nods back. Glad you agree, for we may yet need your services again. They're no longer besieged at Finsterwald, which is good. And they're having marauding greenskin problems, and they're rebuilding. So the prices on tools here are awesome. What are the prices from the bear hat? What does the bear hat say? Pretty medium prices. We can sell, once again, some like cheap shields and stuff. But I have to feel like Dornan would give us better prices if we decide to head over there. There's also no contracts or anything here for us. There's nothing here we really need. Very cheap ammunition, though. Extremely cheap. I don't know if I've ever seen 89 gold ammunition. It's kind of crazy, actually. And we have bread. We could probably just buy some grains. 7 days worth. That's good. Let's head back to Wissendorf and then to Dornan. and we'll see what's up. Trying to take full advantage of the Undead crisis that's happening now to see some unique quests. That was our second time doing a siege, and it was fun, but I mean, it was a pretty repetitive army list. I wish we could have gotten some Undead mixed with Ancient Dead. That probably would have been fun. But alas, that was not the case. Prices are a bit better here, but not much. We can always check out the quest. Linworms. Oh god. Oh god. Feel free to read this if you'd like. Oh, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it. We may take this. This could be fun. I don't mind fighting Linworms, but I see it right now. We're pretty deep into the recording. We're going to take this fight, and then brothers are going to die, and I'm going to feel horrible. So Radolf the Guildmaster is staring into a basket when you find him. A few peasants are off in the corner scratching themselves and looking rather tense. You ask what's going on. Your potential employer brings you over to the basket, and inside you find a snake slithering about. It's a docile one, and the colors aren't arranged in a manner to suggest it carries poison in its belly. You tell him as much. He shrugs and closes the lid. Gonna kill it and eat it anyhow. Take its skin for a dagger sheath. What I need you to do is go find a much larger snake than this. I'm talking Linworm, sellsword. Big uns, roaming about eating folks in the hinterland. You the kind to see this situation sorted? See what the pay is. Wow, not much. I'll accept the offer and tell him we need some time to think about it because we might pass back this way. I honestly want to stay closer here so that when the time feels right we can go to the witch's hut, but I also want to head to Dornan to sell all the things that are in my inventory right now. And then maybe take a fight down here in the Red Lowlands, or see if they have a quest that I can see to. Hopefully the prices are good here, at least 19 is what I'm looking for. 21, even better. Okay, so we're at 6,500 crowns. Let's see what we can get to by the end of this. We're selling off a lot of stuff. Arming swords. Bunch of fighting axes. I mean, that was about 1,700 crowns by itself. And fighting axes. A winged mace, which is a weapon that I like a lot. But there's no reason to really keep one. We can sell the mail patch. We just don't need it. Ooh, good prices. I forgot about the gemstones we picked up. I picked those up in that off-camera fight. And now we're up to 17,500. Very good. No real reason to buy anything else. We still have a bit of wine. Buy some roots. That keeps us at 7 days. Buy some cheese. And some fish. Yeah, I just wanted to get up to 8. Give our brothers some much needed drink. And check the Fletcher just in case they have any kind of unique gear that we want to buy. Also, should always scroll down and see what they have. You never know what they might have on discount. And we can always check to see what this is as well. Someone stole this dude's golden talisman. I'm actually feeling like killing raiders more than anything right now. Let's accept the offer. And I feel like that's exactly who it's going to be. It's going to be a bunch of raiders. It's going to be southeast. And this is going to be one of those fights we might be able to switch out some brothers and make sure that we can get level 11 on. I think we still have John doesn't have it. Ooh. Okay. This is an important event, guys. This is some lore. Okay. I don't remember if we get a chance to review all of these questions or if they kind of cut you off. But I'm going to do my best, okay? So this is going to be a bit of reading. And this ties into the statue visit. This ties into our visions of the past. And here we go. You take a nap. Blackness. Darkness. All what a dream should be, save for one small fact. You know you're in it. Standing in the void like a lost thought. A voice breaks over you, dripping down from all sides, as though you were in the very mouth that produced it. Why did you forsake us, Emperor? You spin about, or at least you think you do, for there is nothing around with which to base even the faintest of movements. You promised me. Don't you remember? You said it would be okay if it all fell apart. You said you had a plan, that you had made a deal with that ugly, ugly man. What happened? Who was the ugly man? You turn about. Who was the ugly man? The woman's voice stutters in shock. You don't remember? Clearing your throat, you feign the honesty of lost memories. I remember nothing, my love. A great sigh falls over the darkness. You can feel its frustration. She talks with exasperation. I knew we should not have trusted him. The ugly man came to us in the night when our child was born still. He said if he could take our blood, as well as that of our dead child, he would ensure that the Empire would never die, us its eternal rulers, but it had a cost. You quickly figure it out and respond. He made you barren. The woman sobs. We should have never trusted him. I will have that ugly man, no doubt. Kerim Sulal. I will treat him to eternity, an eternity of pain and suffering. The once black void grows red, flashing a world of crimson, ferocity, and color. You throw a hand up, shielding your eyes. She screams, piercing your ears until all you hear is a harsh ringing. Wake up. Bane of the Undead. Interesting that I get this achievement now. I think you only get a chance to choose one of those options, and I think last time I said that I was not the chosen one. You wake. A rough wind bends the tent, curling the leather and rolling tides across the ceiling. Faint candlelight flicks and dashes darkness and light all the same. John is standing there, watching you, shadows crossing back and forth across his chest. He shifts on his feet, an uneasy look on his face. Who are you talking to? Rolling out of bed, you put your boots to the ground, wanting to be sure of this reality before you dare parley with it. Dirt rustles and crunches beneath your feet. You answer. I'm not sure. I think the invasion is over. The mercenary nods and turns a hand to the tent's entrance. Aye, that's why I'm here. A noble messenger arrived just a minute ago. He says the undead have ceased erupting from the ground. The scribe believe it's over. Are you all right, sir? You rub your head. Is it time to retire? What can you make of this world now that you know what to do? It is either go live out the rest of your days in peace, or say damn it all and command the Jarls of Jorvik to further glory. Yeah, we're not done yet, guys. So interesting. We had our vision. We ended the undead crisis, supposedly. So now humans won't come back to life after they die in the battle. We won't be seeing huge groups of undead just like roaming around. And perfect. A brigand leader is kind of exactly what I feel like fighting. I would love to fight some hedge knights, honestly. And after this battle, we turn it in at Dornan. Oh, too fast. Dang it. So they're engaging with this man in black right now. Ooh, there's a necromancer on the field. Very interesting. But I wanted to switch out some of our brothers. I wanted to get my archers in here. We may have to be a bit more aggressive than normal, just because the range advantage isn't just absolutely ours for once. We'll see how they move forward, though. Their ranged weapons are weak. We have battle forged. Bone platings, things like that. We're fairly well protected. The only person we couldn't see was the Scourge of Sonberg. And he's got a great axe. Very dangerous opponent here. This guy could easily kill a brother, so we're going to focus him. Ooh, but they gave us a free crossbowman. We might be able to hurt him enough to kill him. You guys are dead and you just don't know it yet. Putting a shot on him would be great. Knocking him back, we got an injury. Pierce hand might have something to do with some level of accuracy, perhaps. Which would be great when we're talking about getting hit by such a weapon. We're whiffing a little bit. Let's make sure we don't get hit by that weapon. Step in here and let shield wall. 42. Let's take this 64. Good kill. If you got a whiff, man, hit the guy in the face. Alright, the Necromancer is going to be a pain in the butt this fight, because he's resurrecting units that are actually somewhat tough. Like, I mean, this is essentially the same guy. We have to kill him twice. Wow, that's actually really strong, now that I think about it. We killed both of these dudes for almost nothing. I mean, this guy doesn't have any armor now. Good. We managed to avoid getting stunned twice. Long term, the Necromancer might be more dangerous than the leader. Especially if we can put a few more shots on him. No great targets. Step in and make sure that Behemoth can get the kill. Step in. Okay. He was next in line. If we didn't shoot him there, there was a good chance that he was going to be able to just hit us. So we kind of had to do something. We're missing kind of an uncharacteristic number of hits for our squad. I think we had a line shot there and I missed it because I was talking. Alright, at least we've gotten onto one of these marksmen. The range threat is going to be minimized soon. It's a 72. Nice. That's so scary. Behemoth is wearing like some of our worst armor, and he's also a little bit hurt. And I don't know if we'll be able to kill this guy before he's able to take a swing at us. May as well get those javelins back out. Alright, bone plating ate that javelin toss. Thank goodness, but he did apply overwhelm. And we dodged even more of those stuns. $71. That'll get the kill. Very good. A little bit of weird lag there. Let's get the decapitation here and here. Step in, and now there's no reason for Lancel to be here. We can bring him down. Step in there, go for the line shot, and we nail it. Him running is the best case scenario. Got to be careful about his riposte, but we don't need to respect him too much. That's beautiful. Tie down as many of these dudes as we can. Skeeb nails him. And boy, is this getting old. I don't know who exactly we're going to get on him yet. Maybe Jotnar. Pardon me if you can hear me yawning. Man, I'm super sleepy. It's still the case of my father's still with us, and I'm recording late at night. My days have been quite full, and I'm a tired man. Do you know what's better than being tired? Playing Battle Brothers. Let's try and get the kill. So the only dude left on the field still fighting is the Necromancer. We can't quite get to him, but we can shut all of these dudes down. And then probably get here with Jotnar, and we do. Let's use Adrenaline to try and smack him before he gets a chance to do anything. Decapitation there, and that'll let us step in, and we're really tying him down now. Almost no chance they escape without getting killed. This is going to be good. There's a couple thousand crowns for this pretty easy fight. We're going to get some good experience on Skeeb, which is important to me. And we'll just pass the rest of the way. Going down, Necromancer, almost. He attacks back with a cleaver, but use that for slicing deli meat, man. Isaac can show you a cleaver, though, if you're interested in cleavers. Or a fighting axe. No levels. Lots of weird loot, though. Kettle hat, that would have been a nice pickup a long time ago. And a great axe, I'm always happy to keep an extra one of those in my inventory for a scrat fight. And then I guess we can always come back to Wizendorf and take a fight against the Lindworm for the beginning of our next episode. That could be a fun thing to start with. And now that the Undead Crisis is over, there's nothing holding us back whatsoever from going and do the Witch's Hut right now. So take your stupid talisman. We're going to sell everything we just picked up. Buy another set of ammo. Let me just make sure I don't accidentally sell anything I can't live without. Okay, there's nothing up there. Cheap bows, we don't need one of those. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these gnarly staffs. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Get rid of a few more. We just don't need them. We don't need that many. We only need 12. And even then, you don't really need 12. But that's just a good number to have. Don't need those javelins either. Yeah, just like that, we're back up to 20k. I'm going to buy one of these expensive tools. Just in case the next place we go doesn't have very many. They want to pay us to go to Brookburg. We'll say no thank you to that. And we'll head back to Wizendorf and we'll accept that contract. Hopefully it's still there. And they wanted us to go to... They said the hinterlands. I don't know if that's just a general description of the terrain, or if there's a place called the hinterlands. And these kind of white letterings here, there might be a place called that. Like, I just don't want them to be like, yeah, go kill some lindworms in the hinterlands, and the hinterlands are like here. That would be pretty miserable, and that would send me way off course. The contract's not even there anymore. What the hell? So there's a massive assault coming from raiders on this village. That sounds okay. That's a fairly easy contract for us to do. It requires us essentially to not move. But like I said, guys, I think that's going to be it. Let's swap out the party a little. We can keep Skeeb in. He's about to level. He's very close. Perhaps we should just take out some of our more leveled brothers. Something like this, perhaps. Something like that. That's not bad. That's a pretty decent crew. And we're getting experience to our brothers who still aren't level 11 yet. Namely, John, who's still at 10. Folk here hit 11. Raynor's at 9, but he's getting there. He's a pretty strong brother. I've been happy with him. I didn't like his insecure thing, but there are worse traits to have. And then he's very close as well. Less than 400, 300 and, what is that, 77? That's not a lot at all. You can easily get that in one battle if you try. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Sad we didn't get to go hunt lindworms. I thought we'd have a bit more time to get back here and do that contract. I mean, we're only gone for like a day. But we'll finish this up. We'll head up to Strasbourg to check one last time for arms and armor. And then for the millionth time, as I promised you guys, we're going to go into the witch's hut, which I think is here. And that's it. To drive the story along now is going to be up to us. We have to make our own stories. We have to do our own exploring. We've done all 3 of the late game crises. We have the Kraken fight left to do. We need to like track down some Unhold and skin them for their hides. Turn them in. We need to kill Necrosavants. I think there are some here. We can always take this fight on the way to the witch's hut. Shouldn't be that hard. And yeah, so that's part of it. Kraken, big deal. And then we still have the boss, the Ratchageist. If you don't know what that is, don't spoil yourself. It'll be fun when we get there. But that comes after, and that has to do with the water mill, which we found. And then we also, of course, still have the Black Monolith, which is up here. And we'll save that for our last battle once again. Once we have a certain sword in hand, that fight becomes a heck of a lot easier and more manageable. And then we still have one legendary location as of yet unfounded. It could be here in this fog of war, or it could be maybe here. I mean, there are very few places left on the map that we haven't explored. And yeah, it's just the tree, the weird tree that cures permanent injuries off of brothers. And if we can, we're going to find that before we do some of the more major boss battles, just to have the best chance possible of winning and going into those certain battles with brothers, without certain injuries. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Brett. My channel is Goodtalk Gaming. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And as always, y'all, I will see you in the next one. Take care, y'all. And see you later.